It's November 4th in Park City in an unusually warm fall, although this is probably one of our last warm days. So I'm going for my first century in 9 years. Alright, so I'm about 20 miles in, going through Camas now. Best donuts in Utah. I know, the Chevron, right? Miles, 4,000 feet. Here we go. I'm not a racer. I'm 39. I have a low VO2 max, a low max heart rate, but got endurance. So we'll see what that does for me on this ride.
Camas to Bald Mountain Pass on the Mirror Lake Highway is about 30 miles with roughly 4,000 feet of elevation gain, but the grade is pretty easy for most of the way aside from one or two steeper little kickers.
It's finally starting to really warm up now. This is pretty eerily warm for early November at 8,000 feet. But still, my feet are cold, my ankles are cold. It's remarkably hard to pedal when you don't have dorsiflexion in your ankles. I feel like I'm in ski boots. You would have to be absolutely mental if you come up here on a weekend between Memorial Day and Labor Day. It's so busy. But cycling this in fall this time of year, barely any cars and everyone's been giving me room. It's been awesome. I'm about 3 miles from Bald Mountain Pass.
Some of the steeper grades on Mirror Lake Highway happen right before the pass, and as a result, I was going pretty slow here.
I'm at my turnaround here, which is at 10,700 or something feet. Put that in meters. And annoyingly, I'm at 49.88 miles with the return trip. So I'm just going to get a little bonus yardage.
Normally you think of November 4th being pretty late in the mountains, especially above 10,000 feet or 3,200 meters. But it was pretty warm, like maybe in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 degrees, even up high. I was excited for my return journey. 4,000 feet of elevation loss going back to Camas. However, I didn't expect the headwind that I had almost the entire way. Coming down off the pass was pretty fun for the first few miles. As you can see, I was reaching some speeds maybe in the near 40 range here. But again, the grade isn't that steep, so you can't go that fast. Even after climbing roughly 5,000 feet, I was feeling pretty good though. My FTP is low, my VO2 max is low, my max heart rate is low, but I have pretty good endurance, and honestly the 4,000 feet of elevation from Camas really wasn't that bad. Total elevation for the day was about 6,500 feet or 2,000 meters, and most of my summer riding is climbing. Honestly, just living in the mountains, it's hard to find long stretches of flat road. So pretty typically I would go out for an hour or 2 hour ride that would end up netting me 2,000 feet of elevation. My longest ride over the summer was shy of 50 miles, and my biggest elevation day was just shy of 5,000 feet. But for a century such as this, where most of the climbing is in the first half, I found the elevation training to be adequate to get me through it and back home without feeling too sore. Even though most of the elevation came in the first half, it was not necessarily an easy ride going back down. In this area, I had a pretty strong headwind, and it's kind of a false flat as well. I had to work pretty hard just to keep my speed above 15 miles an hour here. Riding from Park City got me 100 miles, but if you go from Camas, it's only about 60. Overall, I can't recommend Mirror Lake Highway highly enough, especially in the fall.